What? Check this out, right? What? What? Yeah! What? What? Check this out, right? What? What? Yeah! What? What? Check this out, right? What? What? Yeah!
I forgot to add myself to the stream. Good morning, West Coast, and Warren, good morning, East Coasters as well. I was like literally fighting with myself all morning. Like, should I do this? Nah, I shouldn't do this. Nah, I shouldn't do this. Yeah, maybe I should. Nah, I don't wanna. Maybe I should. I don't wanna. All right, I'll just fucking do it. Maybe once it's done and over with, I could be like, all right, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad it's over with. So we'll see how it goes. So, and not like it's any better. I mean, we got like Nikki on right now on Twitch, and I just got the notification that Hassan just went live on Twitch as well. So I'm screwed, but whatever, that works. I'll just do what I do. I'll do what I do. Thank you for welcoming me back. Good morning, Yona, or good afternoon. It's still early as hell for me. Like I didn't even put on eyelashes today. I was like, fuck that shit. Cause, you know, I got my eyelash glue stolen last week as part of the stuff that I got stolen. So all I have is like black eyelash glue, and it just goes all over the place. And so with my clear stuff, at least I could just, it hides because it dries clear. So not with the black one. So I've got to put like eyeshadow on and eyeliner on just to cover it and hide all the black stuff everywhere. So I was like, it's not even worth it. I'm not even doing it today. So thank you, Warren. If you have an itch, scratch it. If you have a twitch, dispatch it. I like that. What's up, Willie? Thanks for coming and checking me out over at the YouTubers. I'm using my account that I never use. Like, it's the one that I talk in YouTube. I just changed it this morning to Jimmy Saves World, just so people can know it's me, because it just says Jimmy on there. So I changed it to Jimmy Saves World. I try to stream from my image production one, but I'm still not approved for live streaming on that. So I've got to do that. And then I guess it's like the wait 3 days and then you can get approved for it. I thought I already did it, but apparently I didn't. I have it added in here as in here for the streaming, my image production ones, but it's not showing up. It's added as a destination in StreamYard, but I'm not seeing it up as one of the green check marks. So I definitely see you're on my normal Jimmy one, which I think literally has one video. It might be private. I just saw one video on there this morning, and it was like back from like 2017 when I was working in another organization. We were doing a test run on my training of OBS. That was like my very first test run of OBS. So this is kind of like my nothing channel. I usually only use this channel to go and talk in the comment section and watch YouTubes, because my YouTube channel, this one is the one that has the premium account. So I watch my TV on this channel. So this is my TV channel. So we'll see how it goes. I'm nervous. I only got like 15 subscribers on here, so I can pretty much do whatever I want. I do got that peg bunny hair today. I know. I even like did these things today because I did not feel like dealing with those bitches, because I try to put them behind my ear, and then like halfway through the show they'll start to like stick out like that, and it looks crazy. So I know, you should see it. It's so floppy. Like, look at this. Like, it's just ridiculously floppy. See, it's just everywhere. I was trying to look for some bobby pins this morning to like pin it down so it didn't move, but I couldn't find any because, wow. Trying to get my house back together in order in some sort of way. So I couldn't find any, and I gave up, and I was like, fuck it, YOLO. I'm just gonna have this, weird bee. Well, my dad calls it a beehive. So he likes to go up to it when he sees it and just mess with it. So I've got to like redo it again. Sorry, Kitty. Do you want your food? I'm gonna be like back and forth with these cats today. They're gonna be up here and down and up and down and up and down because I've got their food right here. Even though this is Good Dog, it's like the bowl that's big enough for the cats. But these poor babies, I'm so sick of the dogs eating their food all the time. Like, I go through cat food probably like 50 times faster than I go through dog food. Like, I've already gone through 2 bags of cat food and I'm still on the first bag of dog food, and I've probably filled that bowl up twice. So I started this weekend separating the cat bowl. I put it up here on the desk so that way the cats come eat it. But now that my brother went back to his friend's house, I got my living room again. So my desk is like turned into a cat's den, and I've got to turn it back into like my streaming desk. So they're used to the bowl being up here. So they're going to be back and forth. I might just put it right here so they can have some food, so they don't come back and forth all day. There you go, baby. Hey, you want your food? I know you do, fat boy. I know you do, Mr. Burton. Mr. Frat Boy. So done with YouTube. Yeah, I know. We'll never be the same. I know. I'm seriously like done with YouTube. I just threw my channel on there this morning just to kind of see what would happen. But I'm all about the Twitch today. I think later on today, okay, so the thing is like you can stream from, they have like this new beta thing in Twitch. It's kind of like its own personal side application that you can download, and it's a streaming part. So like it's like a personal Twitch version of OBS, but like their version, you know? And that's where you get all the cool little things that pop up and all that stuff. But if you use that, then you can't use StreamYard. So you can use OBS to put into there as the design for it. But that would mean that I would have to stream through StreamYard, or not even stream through StreamYard. Well, I guess I would have to. I don't even know how I would do it. It would be really, really hard. So yeah, I'm just like letting StreamYard take over and not do all the pretty little cool, like, things when people subscribe. I've got my Twitch up so I could definitely see what's going on. But yeah, I'm so over YouTube. YouTube is just a pain in the ass lately. So you get another strike. There's buried treasure in that hair. Automod does not like F-bombs. Okay. Yeah, I know, like, well, cause see, you could see, I can see it in StreamYard, what you guys type, but I know in Twitch, like, it'll just show a couple of stars or something, but I could see it. I mean, and yeah, I see it in StreamYard. It shows me everything. So the new channel on YouTube already has 2 of 3 strikes for music videos. Yeah, that's us over at KRTD on YouTube. We're at our 2nd strike right now. And we were just barely a month into our 1st strike, and we've got a 2nd strike. So I'm over it. Plus, you can get away with a lot more on Twitch. I mean, I've been really trying to study a lot more of the Twitch streamers, like mainly Hassan, because if Hassan has that many watchers, then I know that Twitch is watching him. So I just try to see what he can get away with, and like what he calls TOS, and like what his, like he'll put something on, and it could have like something where there's, like a, DED person laying in the background somewhere, and that could be TOS, but then there's certain parts where it's like this person is DYING. Like Warren, you sent me that video the other day, the thalassophobia one, where it's all underwater, and there was that one part where the dude was underwater, and you could see like his breathing was starting to get really crazy, and then he was like 250 feet below sea level, and so like he was DYING. Hassan watched that on his stream the other day, like live, and people were like, oh my God, he's, that's what's happening to him. And he's like, that's not TOS. You can't see him. It's just his camera view. So I'm trying to learn the Twitch stuff of what I can and can't get away with. I am noticing on Twitch, though, I can watch music videos or like watch TikToks with the music, and they don't get you for it. But I mean, I'm under 100 subscribers anyway on Twitch too. So it's not like I need to really watch out as of right now. So, I mean, I'm pretty much like TOS, TLDR. Terms of service. So that means like pretty much what we're getting in trouble with over at YouTube. Those are what they're calling copyright strikes and stuff like that. They call over at Twitch, they call it terms of service. So like you can't show dead people. You can't show sex. Those are TOS things that can get you in trouble over at Twitch. So I'm still learning. Yeah. Oh, you're joking. Okay, you knew. Don't do that to me, because I fall for so much stuff. I'm such a gullible white girl. I swear to God, it's horrible. Oh, you did win the last copyright strike for posting your song, World War II, because Spotify has uploaded to YouTube after I uploaded to Spotify. Oh my gosh. Yeah, YouTube is just becoming too much. Like if you didn't get in during the golden era of like like when those like 3 YouTube dudes that look the same, they all look like the same person. What is it? Kyle, the Humanist Report, and then the Canadian dude. All 3 of those guys, I swear to God, they could have came out the same vagina. I swear to God, they could have. If you didn't get in and start doing stuff during that time, like during their golden age when they were getting big, yeah, you're pretty much screwed. I think like the Breaking Points crew was like the only ones that, got big during a time where it wasn't really plausible for that to happen. I mean, there are people that are getting big right now too, like, RBN and Do Dissidents, and Vanguard and Sabby Sabs. They're all starting to get a little bit big too, but they're all drama channels. So, you're not really getting any substance out of that anyway either. So, it's like you either came in during the golden age during those years of like 2018, maybe 2017, or you're getting in on like the infighting of progressives, or infighting of Democrats, or infighting of Republicans even too. So it's all drama stuff now, which really sucks. I mean, I enjoy drama here and there, but it's usually drama that I don't like, really know about the people, so, or know the people, like I like YouTuber drama too, like, or celebrity drama. So, things like that, or like politician drama, that kind of stuff. But when it comes to like he said, she said, and this is how I feel, how this person handled this situation, I'm just like, meh, I'm not into it. Like even the DD guys are starting to get into the drama of it, and I was just watching them what was it, yesterday, and they were saying something about, uh, what was it, the Vanguard was talking shit on them or something, which they did a little bit. I don't care. And so they found it, and then they were like, well, what did that one older guy say? Something about if you're not talking of it's something about if you're not talking about me, then you're not talking about me. Like it bad press is good press, all that kind of stupid shit. So it's all turning into drama shit. I think that's kind of why too I've been wanting to take a little bit of a break, because I don't want to get all into that either. That's not my cup of tea. I don't want to gain, if I was to even gain subscribers or followers or watchers or anything, I do not want it based off of that kind of stuff, because I'm not here to start fights with people, because I don't even talk to them and invite them to my show anyway, because I'm too shy. So why even talk about them when I will never talk to them? I'm just waiting for somebody else that I know to get a really good show going, like Warren show. If Warren did more shows during the week and did more shows, period, I think he would get more subscribers, because his shows get, I'd say, somewhere around the range of like 15 to 20 views right now. Okay. Now that's freaking decent, especially somebody who has a YouTube channel that hasn't even hit 1,000 subscribers yet. That's a decent amount of percentage right there. Okay. That is insane to me. Like if you started doing it on a regular basis, on a consistent basis, you could get a lot more views than that, because of the way, like, people wanting to watch you and stuff. Like you could probably, because okay, there's like, who's that one that I always talk about that still has, like, he's got like 100,000, like hundreds of thousands of subscribers now. Deaf Noodles. He got really big and then like went away because he was really bad and stuff. But he averages right now, even after gaining all those subscribers of 100,000, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and then losing a lot of them because of him being a douchebag, still gets like 30 to 40 people watching him. You have already past that point, like half of that. You're like already past half of that. So like I said, if I can find a friend that really wants to get serious on streaming and is already doing a good job, like Warren, then I'd probably step away from streaming myself. I really want to be back in the background. I thought streaming would be good. I really thought getting people to understand my point of view and my opinion would be like amazing and really awesome, and getting people to see another side of things. But I don't even know. I don't even know. It's almost not worth it. Really, it's not. I really like being behind the scenes. I think what it is being a dancer for so long and being on stage, like the center of attention for so long, now it's just like, I just want to be in the background. Like, can I be the lighting person in the background? Can I be the sound mixer? Can I be the DJ? Like, let me go be the DJ. I'll just be the DJ. Somebody else needs to use the microphone, because I ain't calling all the girls up to the stage and shit. Okay, maybe I will. I do. Maybe I'll like here, like over at KRTD. Maybe I'll like host things every once in a while, but an everyday stream where I've got to find things to talk about, and then I run out of things to talk about. And so the only thing to talk about, because there's no news going on, is drama. It's, wow, not worth it. So yeah, your growth is definitely organic. Yeah, Warren's channel, man, he's got some really good people watching him. So I am not the eye candy. That's the thing, though, that it's pretty privilege is nothing nowadays. Like, and I don't want to take on to like the pretty privilege show. So, I really, truly, honestly think that those people are not there for me as eye candy. I think it's there for you as conversation piece. I mean, look at how many subscribers really quick you got for your Mundus Ultra channel already. And, they know that it's just you, and that you're going to be streaming and talking about stuff that they're interested in. So I pretty much copy and paste other people's channels. So what's the point? You know, like what am I doing anything different? Nothing. Nothing. You feel that? That's the need for the break and 3 week long lapse in your show. Yeah, R&R. I know. And I've had so many like weeks off since January 1st of this year that I feel like, okay, I've had enough breaks, you know, I should be all right. But all this drama that keeps like getting bigger and bigger and bigger between all these other channels, I really just don't want to get myself involved in it. So I really don't want to be a part of it. So are you live streaming on Rumble? No, I do want to get in on that. I heard that that's a good channel to, or a good place to get on in on, but I haven't. I know I got. I think did I get Shane's supposed to be getting like the wallet thing and all of that, and he never got that set up. I think that's a pain in the ass. So that's my. I think our biggest problem is like this whole cryptocurrency wallet thing setup part problem. I don't know what it's about. So secret show would be nothing without me. I'm definitely sure you could probably do it without me, but I love it. I'm definitely honored to be a part of it, and I love being a part of it. But I'm pretty sure you would still succeed without me for sure. You're gonna test stream live streaming on Rumble tonight. All right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like even minus like because I hate thinking about my pretty privilege. I fucking hate it. The dynamic that we have is kind of fun. I really enjoy the dynamic that me and Warren have. You know, he's got it's kind of funny because he's got like it's like to me at least in my head it's like this really funny person, you know, that's got like all these really good jokes, and then this girl who like tries to be serious because she wants to be taken seriously, but then like falls into the funny stuff because she's got this comedic relief with her all the time, like this high pressured, high stress, maybe too stoned to even care kind of person, but then somebody you got this Warren person that keeps bringing her back into the reality of funniness. So yeah, I really enjoy our dynamic. It's fun. Plus, it's just me and Warren talking a lot of the time. Me and Warren will usually used to just sit there for hours and just talk about this stuff anyway. So we're like, dude, this would be fun as like talking about it in a show too. So like this weekend was a blast because we were talking about all that cool stuff that he was going to be talking about on his show. Ghosts, aliens, space travel, everything like that, black holes, all of it. So it was a lot of fun. Having Marcus and Chris in the comments section too was really cool. They're the new guys. Like I completely respect those guys. They've got very, very, very high knowledge, and they're amazingly smart. So I definitely enjoy watching them and having them in the comment section with their opinions too. So it was a really good show. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. Willie is a great Willie, you're a great team also. Oh my God, I just realized that Willie was supposed to be joining. Willie, you want to come on? I'm really like out of it today. Let me know if you want to come on, Willie, because I completely forgot. I am out of it. Welcome to the unprofessionalism of being with Jimmy, Willie. Don't look at me as like anybody that's super professional. Just look at me as like a pothead who always forgets everything. Like that's why I always ask you every week, like, what time is your show? Because I will never ever remember anytime. You just looking and saw, wait, what? Saw what? Boner and the Stoner would be a good name for a Les Bones and Jimmy show. If only Les Bones would show his face. He won't show his face. That's the problem. Like if I can get him, because I have this app called Animes where it puts you like as an animation person. If I can get him to do that with his voice, dude, that would be the shit. Les Bones is fun to talk to too. He's really, really quiet though. So like I feel like I have to like bring out that hostess in me when I talk to him because he gets super quiet. But then also too, like I really respect him because when I want to be quiet and I don't want to talk because I've talked too much, me and him can just play a video game for like 2 hours solid and not say a fucking thing. And it's so goddamn nice. That's what I love about quiet people is that they'll be quiet with you and the silence is totally comfortable, no problems whatsoever. And then if I feel like I want to be talkative and fun and spunky and stuff, they're like, you rock, Jimmy. Yes, let's talk about this. And it's so fun. That's what I love about quiet people. They're my favorite. I always try to say that I'm quiet and shy, but I think what I did is I just kind of, hypochondriac myself into stealing a couple of their traits where I'm like, I think I'm shy. But it's so funny. It would be a blast. That would be so much fun. You could do tomorrow. Okay, let me know because I know that you worked last night. So if you're like exhausted and you don't feel like doing anything today and you just want to take a break and come on tomorrow, you are more than welcome. Absolutely. Maybe I'll find some more things to talk about because I think today all I have is like a Pete Buttigieg interview that I saw about the economic war because he's talking about, war. Like, man, this whole like hoopla about war with China is starting to get so big right now. But we're gonna find out soon that it's actually an economic war more than just an actual war because we're afraid that China's getting too big. And then the Turkey earthquake. I've got a bunch of videos on that. But that's pretty much all I have today is that. Like, that's it. So, for boner. What's up, Shakin' Bacon? Good to see you. Sorry, I forgot to say hi. uh, uh, Twitch auto mod is complete dog poo. Twitch auto mod. I can actually make you. I just learned this. How to make somebody a mod. Right? Mod Yona. See, now you're a mod on my Twitch channel. Booyah! Here, wait, let's mod Shakin' Bacon. Since y'all are here anyway, might as well. You just gained extra powers. And then I will make Willie as well. Wait, no, Willie. Willie, you're not in the Twitch. You're over on YouTube. Never mind. All right, well, we got Warren, Yona, Shakin' Bacon, and Les Bones. My 4 favorite guys. Y'all are mods now. You'll go mad with power. Tomorrow works perfect. All right, Willie, you got it. Okay. You got to get over on the Twitch, Willie, so that way I can mod you. Got to get you over there. Make you a mod. Bring home the bacon. Yeah, exactly. Don't expect any good payouts or anything, I mean, once I make money on here, trust and believe all you mods are going to be getting a percentage. I don't even care. Like, y'all can, like, we'll split it, how do you split it between 5 ways? 4 ways is 25%. 20% math, numbers, hard today. There we go. We'll all split it like 20%. See? That'll work. One day. I'm just imagining us in like a year or two. We're like I'm working hard as shit on this channel still, and we're making like all of us $5 each a month. So stupid. Oh, I hit the bong this morning, so I'm stoned a little bit. Rumble's a great place for censorship. It's mostly a good place for political stuff right now, but there's a lot of huge need for other types of content. That's true too, because Rumble's got a really big political thing on there. I know that Russell Brand went over there. I thought when we got into Rockfin, I thought that's what he was saying was go check me out on Rockfin. I was like, if Russell Brand is heading over there, then that's gonna be the next big place for politics for right now. But it was Rumble. It was Rumble. I misheard it. So we're not on Rumble. We're on Rockfin. That was my mistake. So yeah, you're right. Rumble is the place to go. I think Russell Brand really hooked that place up to go over there. So he definitely gets a lot of people. I think he's live right now. He always goes live around 11 o'clock over there too. So that's a huge like pool right there of people, And I heard you can get some good views over on the Rumble too. I don't know. I'm thinking of setting up like a Patreon or something. I don't have a credit card because I've always been scared to get like a debit card or a credit card or something. But I do have a local credit union, and I asked my husband if I can use his card to set up a Patreon, and he said no, because it would mess up with what his income is. So I think I might go to a credit union, maybe set myself up a card, a plastic thingy. Never owned one before. And just maybe keep it in a drawer or in my purse or something. Link it to a Patreon. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. trying to figure out a way to get some type of donations, because I mean, I can just demonetize myself on YouTube and just do Patreon account, like a Patreon account, and that way YouTube could never do anything, because it just doesn't make sense to me. We got a strike for medical misinformation that had to do with something with the AIDS in the 80s and the 90s. But like big channels, YouTube channels all the time are all talking about this stuff all the time with no fucking problem. Breaking Points even talk about this stuff all the time. And they're fine. Like, but I have YouTube Premium, so I don't know when shows have commercials or not. So I don't know if they're doing Patreons and all that, or if they're being monetized on YouTube. Or, because like, what if they do get monetized? What if they are monetizing themselves on YouTube? Like, how are they not getting strikes? How is Breaking Points and Kyle Kalinske and all the rest of them not getting fucking strikes, but we are? So that's where my thing is like, how do I still be able to get people to donate without them having to do the tips on YouTube, because that's obviously gone. And that could help. Like, all of my stuff getting stolen last week, I am kind of, it is frustrating because I'm patient and I can wait, but it fucking sucks. Like, I have to start over again. I'm still using the fucking same microphone on my goddamn webcam. And I thought by today I was going to be done and, ready to go and get the new show get the show going with the new stuff. But I don't know how much longer it's going to take for me to wait to get the money again to do it, So I don't know. I'll figure something out. This week has just been really frustrating. I think this show is just frustrating. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm frustrating. Am I the problem? It's me? Hi, I'm the problem? Probably. I don't know. Rumble uploads faster than YouTube. Yeah, you stopped using credit card years ago. You got into too much trouble. That's why I would never buy one, because I was afraid, like I would probably maybe do like a debit card where all you can spend is the money that you put on there, like one of those prepaid ones. I could probably do that. That's something that I could trust myself with, because then you can't spend any more than what's already on the card. Like, it'll reject it, Then I'll always be checking my card, because what if I use it and I get rejected? Like, how embarrassing that would be. Oh God. You can link YouTube. Made a new funny remix of 99 Nuff Balloons. Oh, that is great. Uploads are to Rumble. Okay, posted a joke in the chat of Owen Benjamin and missed his tirade of N-words. First time checking it out and posted a joke. Jesus Christ. All right. You stopped using credit cards in college when you got in trouble with it? Never again. Yeah, see, I'm the millennial, so I'm definitely, remember where kids were getting into so much debt from credit cards, because these credit card companies would just put little booths out at the colleges and be like, you got $1,000 limit, you can spend on credit and get these credit cards. So like all my friends had like tons of credit cards. I was just like, y'all are fucking crazy. Like I said, prepaid credit card is probably, or prepaid debit card is probably what I do. Like I said, I have had a prepaid debit card once, and it was saving up to go to Comic-Con in, I think it was like 2008, I believe. So I'd saved up for like 3 or 4 months, and it was $1,000. And all I did was kept putting money into that credit card. Or the debit card prepaid thing, and I wouldn't touch it for 3 months. And then that's what I took with me for the 4-day trip to Comic-Con in San Diego in 2008. So I had $1,000 to spend, and by the last day I had like $20 left in that card. So I was very proud of myself. I didn't obviously I overspent. I spent $1,000 in 4 days at a Comic-Con, but still I did what I was supposed to do. I was very proud of myself. After that, I think I got the $20, and I got like myself some stuff at the liquor store down the street for like the kid, like some milk or something, some little extra stuff. Broke the card in half, in 4, and never touched it again. Went away. So that was it. That's all I ever did. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. Never got in trouble. Never did the cold credit card thing. I'm very proud. I think I was just scared from other people's stories. I'm one of those people that like, yeah, some things I'll have to learn, on my own, but I definitely very proud of myself in gaining the ability to learn from other people's mistakes at a very young age. So with certain things. Your trip to England? Oh, okay. You didn't have a credit card anymore either. You wanted to sign up to Patreon and couldn't. Yeah, because you don't have a credit card. Yep, same. I tried to as well, but yeah. And if I add my money into my husband's account, then that messes up like his yearly taxes and stuff like that. So we've got to really, hone in on our taxes. Like, man, we got to be like hawks on it, because I've had somebody stealing my identity for for like 5 years. This girl stole my identity and filed my taxes in January, like before I could ever even start thinking about filing taxes. They were fucking on that shit, and so I had to prove to the IRS for like 5 years that I was me. It was painful. It was very depressing. That's when, like, right after that ended, um, the pandemic started, and I was already in a depression. Oh man, there was like parts of like IRS like sections that wouldn't even talk to me because they were like thinking that I was suicidal and shit. It was nuts. Man, I'll tell you though, it taught me to never be afraid of the IRS. They're just the pieces of shits, is all they are. I can't fucking stand the IRS. Buy now, pay later. Yeah, that joke vanished like the resurrected Christ in less than 1 minute. I didn't even see the joke, but just hearing you say that's like enough. I'm good enough. That was good enough of a joke. Like, that was good. Credit Jesus allows you to borrow against your soul. Get me a taco. If somebody, I wish that's what I was kind of hoping for too. Like, can't she do something good? But no, she knew I was low income and was receiving money in taxes, so I wasn't getting any money at all, and so she was just gaining all of it and taking all of it. I still haven't seen I haven't seen any of that money still to this day. So, and she's still out there somewhere. They never busted her or anything. Like the IRS, like I said, the IRS is shit. That's why they need to just, like, when they're like, the Pentagon has failed their audit this year. I'm like, yeah, I could see that, because where the IRS is, they don't give a fuck. They're gonna fucking audit the shit out of the wrong people, or at least they're gonna audit the right people too, like the Pentagon, but then not even care that $1 trillion is missing. But I get my shit stolen, and I know that I'm me. Like, I was born me, and this girl is claiming to be me and taking my money, but I have to prove that I'm me while she continues to take my money every year. Like, oh, okay, I see how that works. You can let the Pentagon get away with trillions of dollars, but can't even hook me up with looking at my birth certificate and maybe look at my school pictures or something. You're the fucking IRS. You're the government. You've probably seen everything about me in my whole life. So you could see that, maybe growing up pictures that, I'm me, because the girl that took it, she was a girl of color. Kind of shows that Jimmy is not that girl if you look at the Jimmy pictures growing up, Stupid. That was the unholy joke there, Jimmy. All right. Marijuana. Marijuana. Better than Mary Magdalene. Amen. Amen. Yup. Your credit score isn't even a number. It just reads no. Yeah, I don't have really good credit either. I don't think I do. I don't know. I know if I do have bad credit, it would most likely be from medical bills. That would be about it. I know that my credit score was starting to like get not even decent. It was just like getting into the 600s or 700s or maybe the 650s or something, because it's really low. Just because it'd been so long since I or my kid had gone to the hospital. So, like, I guess after 10 years, like, your hospital bills will just go away, which I hear they don't, but that's the rumor, over the last 20 years of my life. So it'd been 10 years or so since, like, at least 5 to 7 years or something like that. So it's getting around that time. And then my kid gets into the car accident a couple months ago and kind of starts that right back over again. So they still haven't gotten a hold of us for the payments for it yet. I just need to go down to, that's the hard part, is going down to the hospital again, down in San Bernardino, and filling out the emergency Medi-Cal paperwork to help pay for that. So I think it's supposed to be in the mail. I don't know. It's so much work, man. Just even going to the mailbox back and forth. Like, my mailbox is a fucking post office that's 2 towns away. Like, what am I supposed to do without a vehicle? They just make it so hard for poor people. They really do. They really fucking do. You're going to Portugal to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Carnation Revolution. Damn, Willie, you just keep getting cooler and cooler. Better, like Willie says, speak what Warren says, learn some Portuguese. Definitely should learn some Portuguese. Download like the Duolingo app for sure. That'd probably hook you up. It charges off. The only thing that doesn't is student loans, because we are a predatory loan country. Okay, does charge off? Okay, yeah. So I just have to wait another 10 years again because she just went to the hospital. I was thinking about just saying fuck it and doing the whole emergency Medi-Cal and all of that stuff, but like I said, I really don't have a vehicle, so I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. And I was supposed to do that like last month or back in December. So it's already past the time. It's already too late. I don't think I can apply for emergency Medi-Cal anymore, so whatever. Anyways, that's how that goes. My credit score is always going to be shit. I don't buy anything anyway, so I don't own anything. I don't make payments on anything except for I pay a year's worth of Xbox Game Pass this year and a year of Canva. That's it. That's all I pay for. So I don't really pay for anything. I don't get anything. I don't get money. I have a job I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm like absolutely terrified to do it. And it's supposed to be like, I'm supposed to be creating a logo for this guy's company, but he wants like a transformer, and each body part, he wants it to be like a stereo or a boombox or a microphone or, like media stuff, like camera, things like that. But make it look kind of, like boombox, like 80s-ish, and that's a lot of straight lines, and I'm scared. I don't do straight lines very well. I'm terrified of straight lines because I'm epileptic, so I'm shaky, and me and straight lines don't get along. That's why I stopped tattooing. And this guy wants all like this transformer dude made out of boomboxes and microphones and speakers, which are all straight lines. Well, I'm screwed. Yeah, it's pretty complicated. So I have a job that I can do. Which I've had that job waiting for me to do for about a month now, and I just keep putting it off because I'm absolutely terrified of it. I'm scared of hearing that it's fucking ugly and you don't know what you're doing, Jimmy, and I'll get somebody else to do it. So I just haven't done it. I'm terrified. I did this a couple of years ago too. There's a theater down in Pasadena called the Pasadena Playhouse, and they wanted a brand new logo, all new, like completely new, and they were going to pay me for it. And I got into it a little bit, and I started doing a couple things, and I sent them some things like, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? We can keep going. Just let me know yes or no, yes or no. And they're like, we don't really like that. Can you start over again? And it's been almost 2 years now, and I never did it. So that shit. Woo! When I feel like I'm out of my league, I just hide. I think that's my Cancer in me because, like my astrology sign, I'm a Cancer. So it's like if I feel like something is really big and intimidating, I go and hide my shell like a crab. Oh, it's so bad. Like that Black Bear News guy intimidates the shit out of me. Even like I was like, he came onto your show the other day, Warren, or last week or something. And I was like, all right, I'm going to watch this, because I had to watch the replay because I missed it because I was at my kid's thing. So on Tuesday, I watched it. And I was like, I'll watch this and see, you know, maybe if he's hanging out with somebody that I know, that I could like lose that intimidating feeling about him because he's kind of scary-ish. And no. It's still the same. Like throughout the whole fucking show. I actually had to watch your show, Warren, in like 1.5 speed, even at home, just because he talks so low and slow that it scares me. Like he's almost like a monster creature in Subnautica to me. Whereas like his voice is like if you ever played Subnautica, there's this thing in there. He's a Reaper Leviathan, and he's a huge thing. And you kind of hear him in the distance before you actually get to him in the game for a while. A while. You don't even see this motherfucker, but you hear him, and he's like this low rumbling, but this roar sound. That's what the Black Bear News guy reminds me of. He reminds me of a Reaper Leviathan in Subnautica. Terrifying as shit. So, yeah. Kevin's a super nice guy, extremely chill. I think that's the problem is like I'm not used to somebody being like, especially men, because you know I've delved myself so deep over the last couple of years into like all these like toxic masculinity type stuff that I'm just like, maybe I had an expectation of this guy of being a certain way, and he's like me but in a dude version, you know, just like that I smoke a lot of weed. I don't care. I'm just chill, you know, whatever kind of person. And maybe I'm just feeling intimidated by that because I'm not used to dudes like that. I'm used to wild, crazy people. I don't know. I don't know why he intimidates me. Just a feeling that I get from him. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. He just reminds me of a scary Reaper Leviathan. That dark rumbling noise that's always there until you see him and then he sees you and then it's too late and you're dead. Maybe he's a secret serial killer and we don't know. That would be freaking a really great true crime episode. For sure. He's scary. Anyways, he terrifies me. Next time I talk to him, I'll tell him you said he reminds you of an underwater creature. Oh, he's out here too? What the fuck? He's even local? Jesus Christ. See, I could be making friends out here, and this is what I do. I just scare myself into becoming a hermit all the time. I'm just like, yeah, no, he scares me. I don't want to talk to him. And you're like, oh, well, he lives out by you. You could be actually making a real life friend. Fuck. I don't want to. What about? I'm scared. All right, leave me. I'm already getting all jittery and shit. Like I can't sit still. He scares me. He reminds me of a Reaper Leviathan, like a creepy, gigantic creature from the dark depths of the abyss sea. Hey, you're over on the YouTubers. Just make sure you learn the word for bathroom, and everything else will fall into place. Wait, what's bathroom for Portuguese? I know bathroom in Spanish. That's el baño. Well, I'm a female, so el baña, la baña. I hate the female male thing in Spanish. Oh God, sometimes it drives me crazy. Like mama. Like, okay, so in females you have to end everything in A, and males you have to end most of the stuff in O's. But if you were like mama, you know, and yes, I guess that's a female. I guess you're speaking to a female, so it'd be but like, there's got to be one where it's like, what? I think you guys were talking about it on Twitter the other day about like how can you tell the gender of a washing machine or something like that. Somebody was talking about that. It might have been Joe Evans or Johnny. Talking about when you're learning another language and you're trying to learn the gender of a washing machine and dryer or something like that. And that's what like some Spanish words are like that. And it's like, how do you figure it out? Like a pool. Like I'm gonna go swim in the pool, all right? Nadir en la piscina, all right? Swim in the pool, all right? La piscina is the pool, but it ends in an A. So does that make it a female pool? And what if you're a guy? Because as a female, I can say la piscina. But if I was a boy, do I say nadir en el piscino? La piscina? El piscino? because you're a male and you're going to it. But what if it's a female pool? Because it's piscina. So I want to go swim in the pool. I don't know. See, that's where that shit starts to get really, really confusing. Wearing my... How are you going to call it a Teletubby outfit today? I am literally wearing Vans, all right? I am repping millennial sweaters. And it's one of those like short cutoff. Oh, God, it's dirty right here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's like one of those short cutoff ones. I'm repping Vans today, all right? I got the Vans on. Just the girl Vans, because, Vans. I'm a millennial. That's what we do. Red Llama Music, Black Bear News, Kev's Cool People. Yeah, I'm so weird. I know. La Lavadora. Ooh. French is that way too? Yeah, somebody on Twitter was talking about that the other day, about learning the genders of things in other languages. Because, yeah. I love French is like one of my favorites. I never took French, but in high school, but I was taking Spanish and my sister was taking French because me and my sister at that time we had just learned that our family was our like genetics were like French Canadian, so my sister was like super into that. Like she would go around and say our last name in French because that's what my mom was saying. Like we had just found out that we were French Canadian, so we were going all out. Like our last name is Lejeune, even though it's Ligon. We were going full out with it. So she took French, and so I learned some things in French because of her. But she definitely knows a lot more than I do. But I know more Spanish than she does. So but she definitely She does the French really well. Like I always tell her she's hot when she does the French because she'll be like Je m'appelle Jennifer because her name is Jennifer, so she'll be like Je m'appelle Jennifer. What was the one she used to say? It was my favorite. I think it was like W in French was my favorite because she used to do the whole alphabet in French, and W was my favorite. It was like W is W in French. And I'm like, that is just the coolest fucking letter ever. Like, I want to move to France just so I can say W. It's such a beautiful, beautiful language. So, what's up, Les Bones? Good to see you. Pizza Hut tablecloth. Do you see my freaking tarp out there? It's super windy outside. That's usually where I sit. It's like right there. When I'm outside under my tarp, it's like there's like a couch, like an L-shaped couch right there. So that's usually where I sit, and then that's the two tarps that are over it. So I got a blue one and then like a camo one underneath it. That's usually where I sit, but you'll be seeing it flapping today because it's super windy. So Portuguese is wild. You took every language? Jesus Christ. Man, I really want to learn every language before I die, but like I know I've got enough time. Like I know I have to have enough time to learn languages, because if I can learn at least the gist of Spanish to where I can understand what people are saying when they speak Spanish just for 2.5 years of Spanish, if I just gave myself 2.5 years of each language, I could just at least learn the basics of every language. And then if I want to learn more, like I want to really learn Arabic. I love Arabic. It is the original language and it's beautiful. Like their writing is gorgeous. It's so fucking pretty. So I would definitely want to learn that for sure as well. French. I want to learn Chinese. When my kid was little, she used to watch Ni Hao Kailan, so I learned a couple Chinese words from that show, which is kind of like the Chinese version of Dora the Explorer. So like I learned Ni Hao, which is hello, or Xie Xie, which is thank you. Things like that. So I definitely really enjoyed learning Chinese. I think that would be really cool. You just stupid stuff like that. Japanese would be fun to learn just because I would like to go to Japan one day. Things like that. I definitely want to learn all the languages. That would be fun. You're right, sis, to the hair. You're still learning English. That's horrible. Ooh, so pretty. Learn Korean before you go to the nail salon so you can understand the shit talk. That would be great too. You know how much they would freak the fuck out if I just started talking to them in their language? Like, that's not very nice of you to say. That's kind of rude. But in their language, Oh, that'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. Or like if they were talking shit about me in that language, and then like I'd be like, I know she's so fucking annoying, and but it's it's about me, and I say it in their language. They'd be like, That would be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. Look at how pretty. There it is. There's Arabic. Oh my God. You guys cannot tell me that that is not the prettiest thing you have ever seen in your goddamn life. Arabic. It's so pretty. It's like fancy cursive. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Like I don't want to stereotype, but I've got this guy that works at the liquor store out here, and he's the one that's shown me he's Arabic and he has shown me. I don't want to stereotype like all of them work there. He just works at a gas station. Just so happens, up here. But he has shown me some of his Arabic language. Oh my god, it's so pretty. It is absolutely beautiful. So there you go. Is that Chinese? That's so cool. Look at how cool it is. You know what I love seeing is like the Chinese newspapers, because when you look at American newspapers, everything's in columns, but you got to read it like left to right. But in China, you've got to read it like up and down or down and up or whatever it is. And it's so cool because it almost looks like the Chinese newspapers reminds me of, remember back in the day when we had MySpace and you could do like the digital like the really cool moving backgrounds and like moving things on your MySpace page if you coded it in. I used to have the matrix things coming down on my MySpace page, and that's what it reminds me of, is like the matrix code, how you like is like going down, or like just like that kind of thing where it looks like something's falling, you like these symbols are falling from the sky or something. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. That's Korean? Okay. Not Chinese. There you go. There you go. There's the Chinese. And dang, I never realized how similar they are. They're just like, see, Chinese is like that, and then there's Korean. It's definitely different, but there are a couple of similarities. It's just like, see, Korean is definitely more spread out when you have to read it in digital format, because obviously you can't read it like the normal ones. But yeah, Chinese is pretty too. Look at that. That is so cool. Just trying to find pictures in it. So like I think it's my daughter's name. Man, I'm gonna get myself in so much trouble right now. I have my kid's name right here, see, in Chinese. But like this one right here reminds me of the car, or the tater truck from Cars. But it's a Chinese word. So like, but this one reminds, see, like the two windshields, and then there's the front bumper and the two side view mirrors. So it's my kid's name, but it reminds me of Tater from the movie Cars. It's like a symbol to me. It's so funny. That's how much I love Chinese, because I wanted a name on me. I wanted my kid's name on me, but I wanted it in a different language. So I kind of Googled it. I was hoping it's the right name, but I'm not sure, So one of these days I'm going to cover it up, because I seriously am not sure if it's the correct one, but we'll see one day. Japanese, how pretty. See, theirs has got more like the curves, a little bit more curvy. That's really interesting to see, like this, being able to see it from an outsider's perspective, because you don't see it as a language yet. You don't see it as words or letters or anything like that. You see it because it looks like symbols. Like, it just, you get to see the difference. Like when I look at the alphabet, I just see letters, so to me, I can't see them as pretty images or anything like that. And so I that's what would be so cool, is like to learn Chinese, or any of those Asian country languages, and learn it to the point where I can really speak it, read it, all of it, like it's like that second language to me. That way I can like separate myself from the American language and be able to look at it in a symbolism type way, like I look at all the other languages. I think that would be really cool. That would be a lifetime thing. Probably something I could do for the rest of my life if I really sat down and do it and wanted to do it, for sure. I mean, fuck it. I mean, if you can do it, Yona, I could do it. Shit. You might have just inspired me to just do it. Just download Duolingo and just take one language at a time until I feel comfortable with it. That'd be so much fun. That would be a blast. That would be really, really fun. Instead of just like, oh, it's my passion because I love politics and I want to talk about it. That would be fun for me, like a hobby. So note that the same Chinese kanji are present, the symbol for marijuana. Is it? Hold on. You're right. Okay. So in this one, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 symbols over, right? And then on this one, it's the last symbol, correct? Because those two are the same. So like if you look at the last symbol, it's like a fat cross with two rectangles being held up by a sign thing. And then if you look here, it's that same symbol. So is that the symbol for marijuana? Weed. Oh, zasu. Oh, the word. Zasao. Zasao. Oh, yeah, you're right. There it is again. Zasao. You're right. Oh my God. No, is that the symbol though? That symbol that's the same on both of them? Because that's freaking hilarious. That is great. Right? I know, Les Bones. It's nuts. I'm telling you, Leona's fucking smart, man. I remember your Arabic speaking friends in high school telling me how difficult it was to read Arabic. I heard it's very, very, very hard. Yeah. The symbol is a window box with plus sign on the bottom. Yep. Yeah. The one I was showing. Yeah. The two symbols are the same side by side, and each za symbol and cow so symbol. Wow. That's so cool. Why is it called Zazao? That's interesting. Welcome to What? Where we learn new languages. Because new languages are like, what? What? That's so cool. Yeah, both symbols are exactly the same. Okay. Hebrew is tough. Reading right to left. Ooh. I bet you could read Hebrew if you were dyslexic really well. I'm being mean. I'm just kidding. I should shut up. The only thing I know how to say in Chinese is Kaonima. You can learn shay shay is thank you. That's a really easy one. Just shay shay. And then ni hao. Ni hao, that's hello or hi. You know, hello, ni hao. So there's two more Chinese words, ni hao and shay shay. There you go. Shay shay is thank you. Yes, absolutely. Arabic reads like Hebrew, right to left. Woo! Woo! It means fuck your mom. Ooh, Russian. Russian, I don't know too much. All I know in Russian is suka, and that is because the owner of the second bar I worked at, he was Russian, and he taught me that word. So I was like, you got to teach me just one Russian word, like in my lifetime, just at least one, like even if it's bitch, just teach it to me. He's all, suka. I'm like, what is that? He's like, it's a derogatory word for bitch. I'm just like, all right. Your fault now. I'm calling all of you guys suka. So it's crazy. That's what it means in Russian. Jimmy is a very weird chick. Nice. I like it. I'm not weird. I'm just stoned and I'm tired at the same time. So I don't know what to do with myself. And I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my show. Whether I just want to sit here and talk the whole time or if I actually want to get some shit done and actually talk. Because I don't really enjoy sitting here talking about my life every day because I'm a private person. But I do want to do something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just doing whatever I want to do, I guess. I'm weird too. Smoke more of the weeds in Russian. Hell yeah. No, you're weird. You're weird too, though. So, I mean, I don't know why you're complaining. Oh, I don't want to do anything today. All right, I got to. I only have two things that I could talk about. I mean, now, don't get me wrong. I've got like a whole goddamn Google Doc full of shit, but a lot of this shit is just past stuff. Like, way back stuff. I think it was just stuff that I was going to do for past shows, and then I was just like, forget it. And then I just keep adding to it. Yeah. You're weird, you embrace it. Weird equals normal, right? Fuck it. There you go. Fumar Makona? Makona? Fumar Mice Makona? Smoke more weeds. In Portuguese. I love how you say that. Portuguese. For us gullible people who don't know how to pronounce shit. That's right. That's right. That's right. I don't want to talk about sad stuff. Do you guys want to yell at Pete Buttigieg for a little while? You could totally do that. Ooh, I switched YouTube accounts. That's crazy. I have not seen a commercial in a very, very long time. See, I already knew I was going to mispronounce it. See, thank you. Fumar Mais Peconia. Fumar Mais Peconia. Pete the Cheat. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's yell at some Pete Buttigieg. So there's this okay, so you guys know how like the balloon thing, we all just everybody's been talking about it. I don't need to show the the balloon and all this stuff. To me, it seemed like it's more just propaganda to get us all in a hoopla against China, so that way we can start a war with China as well. Because America always needs to be in a war to be able to profit and make money and feel like they're stabilized. I guess I don't know, whatever. Because I just recently found out yesterday or this morning, I think it was yesterday, that I guess a couple of these balloons have been coming by over the years. I guess 2 of them came by while Trump was president. Nobody made a big hoopla about it. It wasn't a big deal. China is even saying that, it is theirs, and, they apologize, and, blah, 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 all this other stuff. But I watched what was it? What was it called? Not Noam Chomsky. What's the other old guy? Anyway, one of those guys talking about how if we're going to have this World War III, it's not going to be a war like we've had in the past. Of course, there's going to be weapons and stuff like that, but this is more of like an economic war. And we can kind of start to see it with BRICS starting to happen. BRICS is China, Russia, India, Venezuela, a lot of South American countries, and possibly now Saudi Arabia. I think I said that, but I didn't mean to. Now possibly Venezuela is what I meant to say. Now possibly even Saudi Arabia. I know Saudi Arabia is even thinking about turning and starting to sell to their oil to Russia, because Russia needs oil. Of course, Russia needs to sell oil as well too. So with BRICS happening, there is now, with those people at least being part of BRICS, which is kind of their version of NATO, NATO has competition now, and it's going to have competition. It's definitely going to be economic competition for sure, and also, with the dollar being the world currency right now, it's only because there's the petrodollar. What's up, Odin? How you doing, big boy? I don't have your food. It's right here. Come here. I knew they were going to be bugging today. Look, it's right here. You want that? Right here. You want that? What was I talking about? Sorry, you guys. My freaking cat got me all up in a hoopla. Oh yeah, so with BRICS happening and them getting together, now the world currency is the US dollar right now, only because Saudi Arabia, because we have the petrodollar. Now the petrodollar just means that Saudi Arabia, who is like the world leaders in exporting gas to countries, and is like the biggest one, is only selling their oil through by using the US dollars, which means that other countries have to get US dollars just to be able to buy oil. And so that's what makes the US dollar the world currency. Well, with BRICS going on and Saudi Arabia will thinking about selling some of their oil or selling their oil to these countries without using the US dollar could definitely end, you know, the dollar being the world currency. Of course, that's a huge fear. So when we get into this, you know, so when you see mainstream media news talking crap about China and talking about how we need, you know, we need to, you know, think about going into war with them or whatever because they're bad guys and stuff. It's not just because, you know, whatever they say about them being bad guys or however they, you know, yes, of course, you know, they're doing, you know, they're still, you know, whatever, very dictatorial, and you know that's not a, you know, great leadership of a country, but it's more of America, at least the leaders think it's more of a competition than anything. So I was watching, so now that kitty, now that I've explained it, this weekend I was watching the news because I like to really yell at the news sometimes, you know, just to kind of I stepped away this weekend from watching independent news because it was all drama. So I was watching the mainstream news and I was like, fuck it, if I'm going to do my own show, we're going to sit here and yell at the TV, you know, the mainstream news TV instead of worrying about the drama stuff. So I saw Pete Buttigieg go on to NBC. Now, Pete Buttigieg is the transportation secretary. Not sure why he is talking about China, but I just thought it was really interesting because they're kind of saying the quiet part out loud right here. The fact that China is becoming competition, and that, you know, this is pretty much why we're wanting to fight them and stuff, is because it's more of an economic thing than, you know, you guys are the bad guys. But we're going to make it to look out to be, you know, the bad guys, like the continuation of the Cold War and stuff like that, which he even says himself. So yeah, I thought this was really, really, really interesting. And so we'll sit here and we'll yell at Chinese weather balloon was the lamest war propaganda yet, and it inspired Rihanna to make song and video just to recollect the 99 Love Balloons remix. Yeah, I still can't wait for it. I'm excited. That one's gonna be fun. So here is the it's only 1 minute and 27 seconds, so it's not even that long, I think. So, but I thought this was really interesting, and we could sit here and yell at some Pete Buttigieg while I smoke. I love being not monetized.
Cold War posture with China. How else would you describe it if we're not?
Well, I don't know that you can do a one-to-one comparison with the last Cold War, but certainly you see this kind of great power competition, and we're seeing it a lot, you know, while this week the headlines have been dominated by this particular situation. So much of it is playing out in the economic space, and that's part of why we're making the kind of investments that we are. Whether we're talking about infrastructure, noting that you can't lead the world, especially in a highly competitive environment, unless you have world-leading infrastructure. It's one of the things that motivated this administration to work, this president to lead in a bipartisan way, to do the biggest investment in infrastructure since the Eisenhower years. Also on the manufacturing side, the CHIPS and Science Act was another example of a bipartisan accomplishment under President Biden that is really going to give the U.S. an edge in this kind of economic competition with China. And I'm particularly...
You see how he's saying, I know, me smoking up camera, that's so cute. I still don't want to get TOS with drugs, all right? There are states in America that it's not legal. But do you see the words that he's using, the trigger words, the competition with China, you know, things like that. So I'm obviously it's only 1.5 minutes, so I'm definitely going to rewatch this because I don't want to make this like a 5-minute thing or whatever because, you know, I really enjoy making fun of this guy. Plus, I think he's going to be running for office possibly. And like I know the Democrats are like touting him out to probably be the next Dem to run. So we definitely want to sit here and see any kind of mistakes that he says out loud, you know, the Freudian slips. So let's re-put this back up again. Am I watching it too fast? Oh, it's on normal. God, he just talks fast.
How else would you describe it if we're not?
Well, I don't know that you can do a one-to-one comparison with the last Cold War, but certainly you see this kind of great power competition, and we're seeing...
So you can't do a one-to-one comparison to the last Great Cold War, but you can see the the competition. Do you see this? The Cold War. So was the Cold War for about competition as well too? Like, but they just made it, you know, seem like, ooh, bad, scary China. Ooh, scary, scary. But it's actually a competition. See, America is a fucking bully. That's all we are. We're just the bullies, and we don't want them, any other country, to do better than us. I'm sorry, but we are definitely in a process of a dying country, like a fallen empire. We are not going to be the leaders. There are other countries that just by this weather balloon alone thing, you know, and China admitting to it that it being theirs and stuff. Like, it's literally China. Like, the fuck are you gonna do? Like, it's literally the kids that have been bullied by the bully, which we are the bully, and these other countries are the kids. They're finally growing up, hitting growth spurt, and they're bigger than the bullies now, and they're fucking sick of it. They're just sick and tired of it. They cannot handle it anymore, and they're just like, I don't give up about you. I'm done. I'm done. And we can't handle it. Like, Richard Wolff, that's who was talking about it yesterday. Even he was saying, like, if you take yourself out of all these daily politics and stuff, like if you're, you know, not these politicians and shit, and you can, you know, take yourself out of the left-right dichotomy thing that's going on, you can actually see that we are a dying, you know, empire. But more than 50% of the entire population of America is in denial. We are absolutely in denial of the fact that we are a dying empire. And it's really sad, is like, I think we're one of the shortest empires. I mean, I know we're still kicking right now, but I think we've already hit our peak. I honestly, truly, honestly do really think we hit our peak, you know, during whatever, the nuclear family era. So you have to go to work. All right. Take care, Yona. China trolled us, and you're amused over the damn balloon too. I am too. I think it's great. I think that, like I said, I think that we're the bullies, and the other countries are just starting to be like, you know what? Yeah, I don't care. That was my balloon, or I don't care what you do, because you know, you're not going to stop us from talking to Saudi Arabia if we want to. What are you going to do, America? You know, you've already sanctioned us and tariffed us to the fucking bone. What else are you going to do? You know? So, you know, when you got nothing left to lose, and you're starting to grow, you know, we have not grown in a long time. I think Richard Wolff said yesterday that, oh, you guys, why do you keep messing with stuff? With the way that the price of things has gone up over the years, wages have not actually gone up since the 1970s. Oh no. Hold on. I did not know I unplugged my webcam. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Hello from Turkey. All right. Sorry about that. What happened was my ring light went out, and it was plugged into this like extra side thing that I've got a couple of like USB ports in, and it likes to be plugged into my laptop itself, but my wireless mouse was being used on that part. So I had to unplug the mouse, and then plug in the light in that thing. Now that doesn't make any sense why my webcam would go out though, because that's not even the same plug. I don't know. Something happened where the webcam unplugged itself and I had to plug it back in. I have no idea. It shouldn't have done that. But anyway, sorry. It was because my ring light went out because the cats knocked it. So I'm sorry. You know how it goes. I'm back. I don't know what I was, because I was still talking. So yes, the 7.8, 7.5. So after this, we're going to talk about the earthquake over in Turkey. I wanted to start off at least with something a little bit lighthearted. That way we can get into some seriousness later. So I know it's a sad day for Turkey and Syria. We're going to be watching some stuff, some really crazy stuff on the Twitter that I saw. So you have to call your friend to see if his family is okay. I hope so. But yeah, so anyway, so they're turning into an, they're China and all of them are, the kids that have been bullied by America for so long. So we're definitely getting to a point where they're just like, we don't care anymore. We're going to do what we're going to do. You do what you do, America. You can't stop us from talking to Saudi Arabia if we want to, and Saudi Arabia can't be on, on your guys' backs all the time, especially if we're going to continue to grow and America's stagnant. We haven't gained any, uh, the price of things have gone up over the years, but we haven't even gained barely. We're pretty much what Richard Wolff said. We're pretty much making the same thing that people were making in the 1970s. So, but then the prices of things are going up. So we just can't. And then he was saying, how other countries, this kind of stuff would happen, and then they would do the inflation thing, and then the recession, and then that's when countries would die out. And so, we're hitting the inflation part right now, and then it's going to hit recession soon, and then our country's going to die out. Like, there's no way that we can sit here and without at least the government and stuff like that giving back to us, there's no way that we can ever get our country any better, because they live in this other matrix world where they think that war is going to continue, and other countries are done. They're fucking done. They're done with us. So I don't know. We'll see. I know they're scared that we've got a lot of bases all over the world, but there's got to be a point where other countries are just going to be like, I'm sick of you guys. Done.
Seeing it a lot, while this week the headlines have been dominated by this particular situation, so much of it is playing out in the economic space. And that's part of why we're making the kind of investments that we are.
See? He said, even though this big old hoopla about this balloon was all in the news, the actual real game is being played in the economic sphere. That's why they're making investments. So this is an economic war. This is him saying the quiet part out loud, that this next big war is not going to be like a battle on the ground. This is going to be some kind of economic thing. Now, what that's going to entail, I have no freaking idea. I mean, we already tariff them and do all kinds of horrible things to them as well. Tax the shit out of them and stuff. Oh, there goes my tarp. Anyway, so it's not like, we're doing anything different than what we've already been doing to them. So I don't know what we're doing to prepare, but yeah.
We are. Whether we're talking about infrastructure, noting that you can't lead the world, especially in a highly competitive environment, unless you have world-leading infrastructure. It's one of the things that motivated this.
World-leading infrastructure? You don't even have good infrastructure in your own country. What are you even talking about? What are you talking about, like building more bases around the world? You talk about NATO expansion with Ukraine? That's what I think it is like, is that their economic war chess piece play right there is Ukraine? Because yeah, I could see that. People are gonna be so mad. There's gonna be so much fighting. I'm serious.
This administration to work, this president to lead in a bipartisan way, to do the biggest investment in infrastructure since the Eisenhower years. Also on the manufacturing side, the CHIPS and Science Act was another example of a bipartisan accomplishment under President Biden that is really going to give the U.S. an edge in this kind of economic competition with China. And I'm particularly energized and concerned about making sure that we stay ahead when it comes to EVs, getting these supply chains onto American soil, creating American jobs so that it's a made in America electric vehicle revolution.
He says that we need to start bringing jobs to America, so where we start producing, and then the only thing he says is electric vehicles. Oh, that's what America's going to be known for, is electric vehicles. That's all we're going to produce, because other countries, we've used and abused them. We use them for their labor, cheap labor. You think those companies are going to give that up? Nah, just to bring American workers? I mean, we do still have, that's probably why they haven't raised the minimum wage, is to keep our wages low like China, so that way we can start bringing American work back, back to the labor here. But, with the way that people are fighting, like unionizing and shit, I don't know. Maybe there might be a chance, but I don't know. Because, like, the whole railroad workers, they did this strike and stuff, and the government told them that they couldn't. So, which is crazy to me, because that's like a private company telling, a government telling a private company's workers that you can't do something to benefit yourself. Like, who the fuck are you, government? I'm going to do whatever I want to do anyway. You can't tell me whether I can work or not. Hey! This lady, why are you so mean? Leave her alone. Leave him alone. He's a fucking cat. Jerk. So yeah, that's interesting. Which part of Turkey is he from? But you remember him showing you lots of buildings. Oh no. Yeah, all you can do is just sit around and keep calling and wait to hear, If you know his name, maybe there's like a website of the missing people that they're looking for, because the death toll right now is bad. It's bad. It's like up to over 1,000 right now is the death toll. I think it's like up to 1,200 this morning when I was watching the news. So it's bad. We can start watching that if you want. I have a lot of the Twitter videos of like actual videos, like not like news stuff. Some don't have audio, some does. So this one right here, this was like the first one I had seen last night when I saw it. It looks like this building right. Can you not see my cursor? God bless America. How do you not see a cursor? Do you not see the cursor? It makes no sense. Anyway, you'll see it. That one right there. That's crazy. A 7.8 magnitude earthquake in Turkey. I think Syria was feeling it as well. And then I think like a little bit later, there was like an aftershock of a 7.5. It was absolutely insane what happened. I couldn't. That is. I mean, I was gonna complain about our little like 4.2 earthquake that we got the other day. I was gonna complain about that. Now there was a big one. This one I think is the one that got like, at least got me shook into the core, and then I think this is like the one that got the most, because it definitely had the most shares, or from what I've seen, people sharing it and uploading it to it. I know there's lots of regions without cell and internet, so hopefully it's just yeah, exactly. So this is the big scary one that got people going. They're saying it does look like an apocalyptic movie because the sound and then the lights and stuff. This one was crazy. Shit's crazy. Now, I know you guys in my comments, I know you guys are like my peeps right here. So tell me that does not remind you of something that Nostradamus has said in the past. Like, the earth shall shake and lights shall be shown in the sky. Monsters shall roar from under the underworld. Like, that sounds very Nostradamus to me right there. Like if you were there, I know it's only like a little small section of the world, like little tiny spot, you know, but if you were those people in that situation, man, that's like super apocalyptic to me. Like I would be like running down the streets like Nostradamus was right, you know. I would be absolutely terrified. This is crazy. There was a red cloud in Turkey last week too. What? Can you send that to me in Twitter? That would be very interesting. They were even saying like, I feel really bad because I don't even know if this guy made it or not. Let me know. Man, I don't know. But they were saying that there's people that are stuck in the rubble. I know I saw a woman and two women under the rubble as well, and I didn't want to show that because that one's a little bit more sad. But people are actually live streaming, asking for help while they're under the rubble right now.
Anne iyi misin anne? Anne lütfen yatağın alt bir yere saklandın da lütfen. Anne yardım edin lütfen. Hatay Antakya. Güçlü Bahçe sitesi yıkılan bir binamız var. Lütfen yardım edin. Arkadaşlar.
So like people are live streaming, trying to get themselves help from inside. And this stuff is just crazy sad. They're saying that there was like a building collapse on this one. You sent the pic to the group? Okay. So like here's like a building collapsing. Just that whole building just gone. That's insane to me. Yeah, so yeah, I see the picture that you sent me. Holy goddamn shit. Like, what the hell is that? What is that? You're saying that was over what? Over Turkey? No way. Last week? But what could that be made from? I mean, there's so much fracking going on in that country. Like, that's the country. Isn't that the country, Turkey? Isn't that the country that is working with America to create that, like, quick access for oil or something? Or are they the ones that are working with Russia? No, it's the country above Turkey that's working with Russia, because that's why there's a big problem with Russia too, is that there's like Turkey and then another country right next to each other that has like water maybe, or it's like something for oil to make a fast track to get it, and both of us and Russia are fighting. Turkey is doing, I mean, there's so much fracking going on there. That could be anything. That's what I was gonna say too. Okay, I was gonna say that too, Warren, but I wasn't gonna say anything when I saw it because I didn't want, I was like, it's an eyeball too, it's an eyeball. It doesn't. Warren can link it in here as much as he wants to, but I can't link it, and it won't let me click it in StreamYard. The only thing I can do with your guys' comments in StreamYard is to show them. So that's all I can do. Show and then hide. So I can't click on anything in StreamYard. Yeah, you guys are both on it. Nikola Tesla built an earthquake machine that uses resonance to destroy buildings. They have an earthquake machine thing at some kind of science museum down in LA, because I have video of it like on my, I think it was like on my Facebook or something, as I went with the kids and stuff. And there's an earthquake room, and so they like put you through different sizes of earthquakes to feel how they would feel. So, I mean, I would believe it if there's some, science thing, a room in an earthquake room in a science museum, then for sure it's got to be. So, it's a cloud, period. You put the link in your Google chat? Is that what you said? Google chat? Google chat? What's GC? Game chat? Wait, does that mean I would have to pull up Discord? I don't know. You said it happened multiple times, not just once. Oh, yeah, what, the earthquakes? Yeah, there was multiples. I know at least there was like a 7.5 aftershock. So that means that it's a huge ass earthquake at first, which we just saw with that video. I mean, it was fucking huge. I mean, you just saw, like, you could see, here, hold on. You could see where the earthquake was coming from, and like its ripple effect just from that apocalyptic thing that the video that we were showing. So like this one right here, if you just hold on, let me turn it down. If you just watch, you can see where it was coming from. I mean, not even listening to it, you could see where, because that's where the shaking started happening. But like right here is where, right there is where the shaking started happening. But there's that area, okay? There's that area. There's here, this whole area. Like you could see where the ripple effect was happening because of the lights going out. So like from the epicenter, like when the shock happens, then you've got that wave that bum, 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 bum. And that's what it was doing with the lights. So yeah, it was a big, big, big first one. If it did that just on the 7.8, then the aftershock, why am I not sharing the screen anymore? Anyway. Twitter group chat. Oh, okay. Got it. Oh, somebody took a video? No fucking way. But yeah, like you could see like the lighting, it just goes from one area to the next area. That balloon business is pretty funny. But you could see the area, like I think I was just showing this. Was I not showing this? I must be stoned as shit. See, like that area. Then over there, that light went out. Then all of theirs. Like you could just see the ripple effect on that. And that's the first one, so I am stoned. Well, I mean, I was thinking I could balance myself out today with getting stoned because I took an Excedrin because, man, I got cramps today. But I got Excedrin migraine and it's got caffeine in it. So I was like, ooh, that's going to fucking wake me up because I take it with biotin because, I'm fucking getting old and my hair, skin, and nails need some help. So I take those two. I mean, at least I take my biotin every morning. Today I took an Excedrin with the caffeine in it. So I was like, Jimmy, you're going to be fucking hyper as shit. So now my brain is stoned, but my mouth keeps wanting to talk. So I'll sit here and I'll watch a video and I'll talk to you guys about it. But I won't even, because I've got the screen split in half on my computer, but I won't pay attention to the left side over here where I see the actual show and not realize that I didn't even show the video. So yeah, okay, let's watch this. The UFO footage is from CNN. Interesting. Let's see if they'll let us see the video, though. I don't know if it's going to be a video, but I do want to see this giant cloud vid JJ in the sky. Here we go. It's going to all be a commercial watch.
What's it like to hear?
I told you it was going to be a commercial. I don't do commercials. I'm a spoiled brat. I have YouTube Premium. Your friend said it's snowing on the east coast of Turkey, so it's really sad for the people still. Oh, don't say that. We have not moved on to a different topic. We're actually talking about this cloud that showed up in Turkey a week ago, and then this big ass earthquake happened. Oh, here it's talking about it. Lens clouds generally form when air blows across tall structures such as mountains and causes water vapor to condense. But why would it look like that? I don't understand why it looks like that. They are called lens clouds. I mean, they do look like eyeballs. But I could see how water vapor condenses into clouds if it hits a mountain, because yeah, it gets, we're in a different elevation up here, so it's definitely a lot more wet than down in this, down in the flatlands. So I guess, yeah, that just doesn't make sense how it would look like that though. Interesting. That is very. Y'all are gonna get me in so much trouble. So, just to prove, this is why I was thinking like it's Turkey, and the whole like fast track thing that I was talking about earlier has to be like oil or something, right? And not water. It's got to be oil. I think it is, because somebody put out on Twitter as well that due to the earthquake, a gas pipeline near the city of Kahraman, I'm not even gonna pronounce it. Nope. Southern Turkey, a city in southern Turkey, has reportedly exploded. They're saying it exploded and is burning out of control, with emergency services completely overwhelmed with rescue operations. So these are like, it's not like the city has exploded. These pipelines are exploding because of the earthquakes out there. And so this is what I was thinking, like maybe Turkey is another place we're doing like, I think it's America that's working with Turkey to create some kind of like fast track for oil from like Saudi Arabia or something, so we can get it faster. But then like Russia's stopping us because they're like in between that area or something to make it go fast. There's a country that works with Russia. I don't know. I forgot. But yeah, this is gas lines that are just exploding because of it. Here, like, you guys want to see even a crazier one than this? I mean, that's just up close, It was pierced too. God, just that you guys are so gross. This one is the scary one. This shit looks like something out of an apocalyptic movie for sure. Like, that looks like he's out in the distance, Like, it looks like it's out in the distance and you're just seeing just this huge cloud, or I mean, this huge fire and coming from out of the ground, which is another thing I was going to say too. Like, very Nostradamus, Didn't Nostradamus or something say something about fire coming out of the sky, like, or out of the ground, shooting up into the sky? Maybe this is part of Revelations. I'm trying not to get all biblical and shit, because I don't believe in that shit. But fuck, when I see stuff like this online, and yes, I know it's only a little area, but to them, that's very apocalyptic too. And in Turkey, out towards, the Middle East, where to the Christians is like, the Holy Land, where Adam and Eve lived and stuff. So seeing this is very biblical, very biblical. So it's crazy. It was wild to see how scary. I mean, yeah, California can get some pretty scary shit, but man, that's absolutely terrifying. Like, I've never seen anything like this. Never seen an earthquake like this. This is absolutely insane. It's so crazy. I mean, I wonder if there's any more stuff. Yeah, see, Turkey is still trending. Good Lord. See, that's that TOS shit I was telling you guys about that I'm gonna get in trouble for. Jesus Christ. TOS. Level of destruction. I guess I could show you. I am trouble. I know. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. So much. There's all the rubble. Cause yeah, I was like, I could show everybody, do the little newsy thing, talking about, all the videos and stuff and what my opinion is, even though it's a little conspiratorial, of what this is. Even though, it's an earthquake, it's really sad what happened. And then anything new that's popped up, I wanted to start showing. I forgot that it's Twitter and Twitter doesn't care about DED things, Where's your babies? A baby's got saved. Oh, the moment a child was born, his mother was under the rubble of the earthquake in Aleppo, Syria. So Syria also got hit as well. And she died right after he was born. But the baby made it. The Berbers. That's so sad. So they're throwing the blanket. Here's the baby where it was born. These are babies that made it. Really sad. The little girl was pulled out from under the concrete. She made it. Yay! Look at how happy they are to save her. So this is what I was wanting to do, like not show the bad stuff. So it looks like 8 hours ago, it's gone up to the number has gone up to 1,600. That's crazy. It's so sad. It's like just a whole town, whole city, just completely destroyed. I'm still looking. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I just had to make sure that, no TOS. So this building, God damn. Crazy. How God blessed scary is this? Look at that. Just entire streets done for. Oh, babies. I don't want to get in trouble, Even though I am in trouble, I don't want to get in trouble. So that building that we just saw, I guess that's a building that just collapsed after the earthquakes because it just couldn't handle it anymore. I don't know. I am. Can you tell? Are my eyes red? Are my eyes red? Get it. I'm watching shit. I just don't want to get in trouble. Yeah, see, Les Bones, this is what you were talking about, right? How it's snowing out there. Damn. Hey, Burton. Leave me alone. That's crazy. I don't pass out. I'm good. I'm good. Right? Got saved. Woo! It's probably putting it on hard. Hey, hey, stop fighting. God. So there's inside a hotel. What? What do you mean No Man's Sky is happening soon? Is there something going on in No Man's Sky? It's been announced that a total of 5,600 and... Oh, that building fucking collapsed. 5,606 buildings have been destroyed due to the earthquake in Turkey. Who's Izzy? See, this is why I didn't want you on me. It's because you eat my headphones. Oh, you're gonna play? Alright, I'll get on after the show. I gotta figure out what to do. I'm like, just building stuff now. That was close.
Yine sallanıyor, yine sallanıyor bak. Hala devam ediyor, hala devam ediyor. Gitme, 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 gitme. Sallanıyor abi, sallanıyor, gitme. Sallanıyor, bu tarafa gelin. Gelmez abi, o uzak ya, o uzak.
Damn. Yeah, look at that whole base just fell off of it. And I mean, it's still standing, but that ain't safe. And then that one lost its base as well. So, there's a good question. Is that how they build out there? Is like they put this like cement bottom on and then build above? Are they building on sand? Is that what they're building on? I'm like super curious now of how their infrastructure is made, because they get snow, so I mean, it can't be sand, because then those are desert places. I mean, I guess desert gets snow sometimes, but fuck, that's crazy. That's insane. Like, just that whole base thing looked like it cracked all the way around, which it looked just like cement. So maybe that was a parking garage? That's interesting. Collapse reported by mobile phone after the earthquake in Turkey. Woo! Yeah, that's terrifying. Thousands are dead because of this earthquake. Kitty, get off of my computer. Come on. You're gonna turn off the light again, and I don't want. Hey, Burton, leave Mom alone. I'm gonna whoop your ass. Where's your little toy? Didn't you have a toy? Where'd it go? play with the cat while I watch this. I'm TOSing. Look at all those buildings. They're just all of them crushed, done for. So sad. All right. So those are my two things I had for today. I guess we can look a little bit at the Chinese spy balloon. Hey! Dodger! Well, at least you were going after the right cat. Miss Izzy, you're okay. I know, it's your annoying ass son. Bro. Hey. You be bugging. You be bugging today. Look at him. A little pain in the ass. Burton. Play with it. It's yours. He's so cute though. So like here's what it looked like. I think people thought that those were Chinese symbols or something, but it was like this one, people were like, what does it say right there? But it was the satellite things that were there. I swear it looks like a freaking weather balloon. It really does.
What's that?
The Berber.
What planet is that?
What planet is that? That's what's so funny. But see, then like this is what I had found while I was Googling about this stuff. Check this out. So this is from The Guardian, and this was written back in Friday, August 2nd, 2019. All right, so this was back in 2019 that this was made. And it says, Pentagon testing mass surveillance balloons across the U.S. All right, so U.S. military is conducting wide area surveillance tests across 6 Midwest states using experimental high-altitude balloons, up to 25 unmanned solar-powered balloons. Solar-powered. So maybe it wasn't even a satellite on that balloon. Maybe it was just solar panels. All right, are being launched from rural South Dakota. And drifting 250 miles through an area spanning portions of Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, Missouri, before concluding in central Illinois. Traveling in the stratosphere at altitudes of 65,000 feet, the balloons are intended to provide a persistent surveillance system to locate and deter narcotic trafficking and homeland security threats. So they were doing it to look for drug traffickers. All right. According to filing made on behalf of the Sierra Nevada Corporation, an aerospace defense company, the balloons are carrying high-tech radars designed to simultaneously track many individual vehicles day or night through any kind of weather. The tests, which not have previously been reported, received an FCC license to operate from mid-July until September, following similar flights licensed last year. See, so America is doing it to ourselves. Like our government is doing it to us, on us, to spy on us. But as soon as China accidentally, or they throw one out there and it just starts traveling and ends up to us, ooh, it's so scary and we have to go to war now with China, don't we? Don't we? But we just do it to ourselves and nobody ever cares, because this is an article from 2019 that I found. So the tests have been commissioned by U.S. Southern Command, Southcom, intercepting drug shipments headed for the United States. They don't think American cities should be subject to wide area surveillance in which every vehicle could be tracked wherever they go. Very true, says a guy from the American ACLU. Even in tests, they're still collecting a lot of data on Americans who's driving to the Union House, the church, mosque, Alzheimer's clinic. We should not go down the road of allowing this to be used in the United States, and it's disturbing to hear that the tests are being carried out by the military, no less. Right. So for many years, Sierra Nevada has supplied Southcom with light aircraft packed with millions of dollars worth of sensors, which then flew over Mexico, Colombia, Panama, and Caribbean Sea. Oh, so we can do it to other countries. but China can't do it to us. Oh, really? But planes that require expensive crews and can only fly for a few hours at a time, and report to the Senate Armed Services Committee February Southcom commander. While improving efficiencies, we still only have successfully interdicted about 6% of known drug movements in 2018. What? The new balloons promise a cheap surveillance platform that can follow multiple cars and boats for extended periods, and because winds often travel in different directions at different altitudes, the balloons can usually hover over a given area simply by ascending or descending. Neither Sierra Nevada nor U.S. Southcom responded to requests for comment. The very nature of these balloons is that they can operate for weeks and months. The challenge is how to harness the stratospheric winds to be able to create a persistent station-keeping capability for customers. For customers. You mean investors? The company is supplying the balloons. Raven Aerostar is supplying balloons for Southcom test back in 2019 and launched them from its facility in South Dakota. Raven also makes balloons for the Alphabet subsidiary Loon, which uses them to help deliver internet and cell phone service from the stratosphere. The FCC documents show that Southcom's balloons are carrying small satellite-like vehicles housing sophisticated sensors and communication gear. Like the one that we just saw the other day that we shot down. One of those sensors is a synthetic aperture radar intended to detect every car or boat in motion on a 25-mile swath beneath the balloon. The balloon also has advanced mesh networking technologies that allow them to communicate with one another, share data, and pass it to receivers on the ground below. This wide area surveillance system comprises of 9 cameras. This thing just keeps going and going and going. I just thought that this was interesting that we could do this to other countries. We could do this to ourselves with the ACLU telling us back in 2019 or telling them back in 2019 that they shouldn't be doing this and spying. But as soon as, China sends one, probably doing the same thing to their own people, just did accidentally, just started flying across and got lost, which they were just like, let's just let it go and see what happens. It's already gone. Nothing we can do about it. And America's like, oh, no, we ain't going to have this. Let's get all in a hoopla over a balloon. So, yeah, I thought that was very interesting. Anyways, all right, so it's Monday. I don't think there's anything else going on with KRT or myself. So I believe that is it for me today. I'll probably be back on tomorrow. We'll see how it goes, if I feel like it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try to hook up my other channel because at least, the image production one on YouTube, because at least that one is like, at least Warren's thrown some stuff up there. So at least it's got some type of backing, history in there. So I'm going to try to do that at some point, maybe tonight. I don't know. I'll see what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. I'm going to play some No Man's Sky, it's looking like, which is awesome. Probably sit here and get stoned because I think the kid is going to be staying the night at her friend's house tonight, so I got the house to myself. Definitely want to get that heater turned back on and then get to some game playing. Don't get to hang outside today because it looks brutal out there anyway. So, yeah, I think that is it for me today. Warren, let me know if you've got any shows coming up. You got any interviews today or tomorrow? I know tomorrow Joe Evans will be on. Shoot. I have to, at some point, download the Modern Money Donuts video and release it tomorrow. Episode 2. I think they already re-recorded it, so should be pretty easy to make. And just upload it as a live stream as its own thing tomorrow. That one's going to be pretty easy, so I could probably do that tomorrow morning. I think that's it. I believe you're on Due Dissonance Thursday night. Oh yeah, that's right. You're taking the old guy's part. Try not to get into the drama over there. Make sure that the young guy knows that you don't want to talk about the infighting. So, Okay, so yeah, go check out Warren on Due Dissidence on Thursday night. That's gonna be interesting to see. I can't wait. That's gonna get your channel some new viewers and shit. You better plug yourself in like a mofo. Yeah, the old. I don't know what his name is. I don't know his name. No, he's not. He's not younger than you. Yeah, Russell Defibrillator, whatever his name is. I don't know what it is. There's no way. Well, he definitely looks older than you, for sure. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Mm. You just look young. All right, let me get out of here. All right, I'm going to go do whatever I want to do because I'm a grown-up and I deserve it. Because that's what I tell myself, so. Except for your Santa Claus beard. Yeah, but your Santa Claus beard is cool, so. All right, let me get out of here. I want to get out of here. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done for today. All right.